What's good with the YouTube? You already know, Big Flocka with a convict's perspective, man. And as always, man, I got the special guest, man, coming live and direct from Deathrow, man. Robert Galvin, also known as Big Phantom, man, out of Fresno, repping that bulldog, man. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing pretty good, man. How about yourself?
Man, I'm doing good, brother. I'm blessed. You know, another positive day. Things are going pretty good over here. You know, life keeps on moving forward, bro. You know what I mean?
That's good. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
So you wanted to? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
Let the viewers out there know, you know, the flicks that we posted up. You know, those are my homeboys. You know, there's one of me and the homeboy Spanky when we were kids, when we were in YA, OH. Yeah, he's one of my day ones. You know, we grew up together on the streets. We did time together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He got hands too. He got hands. We all got hands in town, right? Then there's some other ones up there, you know, from my homeboy Gabby. He just got out of the feds. You know, he just got out. You know, and there's some homeboys right there with him and some other homeboys that are in the feds. You know, let people know who those are. You know what I mean? Homies right there.
That's definitely.
And I'm pretty sure there's one in there for homeboy Augie, with Og Dog. You know, another one of my day one. I think day one is the ones I grew up with. You know, since I was a little kid. You know, since we were little. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, we got my back. You know. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
How come? Okay, I agree with you, right? Cats from Fresno got hands, right?
Yeah.
Why is that, man?
Hell yeah.
Why is that, though?
Because that's what we grew up. We grew up fighting. You know, we didn't really grow up like with guns. We didn't grow up shooting like we grew up fighting mostly.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
We grew up mostly fighting blacks. You know what I mean? Or the Chinos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And as we got older, we started knowing all the blacks' families and everything, so we didn't even fuck with the blacks anymore. You know, because we already knew them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
After you start knowing their families and you start doing time with them, and sometimes, like in YA, there was a time where they had my back. The ones from Fresno, Crips from Fresno. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it changes throughout the years, you know, throughout history. But when we got hands, because we always even play around, like who has better hands? We'll go in the back and fight, you know, for fun, you know. Yeah, that's just how it is. You know, we all grew up fighting, you know. It wasn't no guns and shit like that.
Yeah, me too.
Drive-bys.
Me too. That wasn't.
Yeah, we grew up like that.
That started kicking. That started kicking in later though too. You know, I mean the gunplay. But I remember they used to have.
That started kicking in later.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from an era where we used to fight for our names. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, there's like Big and Mister and 1, 2, and 3 and stuff like that. I used to fight for that shit. You know?
Yeah.
So we grew up fighting. You know, and fighting was fun.
Yeah. You know what I mean? You know, back then though, I know one thing, right? And you can confirm this. When it came to a dude from San Jose and a dude from Fresno, both sides were going to bring the most they could bring forward, bro. No matter what, even if they couldn't fight, they were going to try to bring it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yes. They're always involved in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When something kicked off, it was always either something from Fresno or something.
So what happened? What happened?
Majority of the time.
What happened when?
You know what I mean?
What happened in YA when there was issues between city life structure and the F-14s, Farmettos, basically? Were you guys a part of that, or
that's
was?
What I'm saying. I don't. For some reason. Well, yeah, because I mean, it was always, you know, like city life is, you know, up here. Farmetto life was usually, you know, in Central Valley. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was just a power thing. I mean, you know, like I said, we used to fight over the fourth row in YA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who got the fourth row in the
Yeah.
That's what we used to fight over. So we always used to fight against the San Home. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I would always win, even when I was a kid.
Two deepest cars from, the Central Valley on up,
Yeah.
you mean?
Yeah. We're always the deepest. Fresno and San Home.
Yep.
So it was always a power thing, Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
That's how it always was.
did you ever have good relationships with dudes from Sanho back then?
Yeah, hell yeah. Smokey, Smokey is,
I know Smokey.
Weddle, gang of Weddles, but, Smiley, man, gang homies, those gang homies from Sanho.
Yeah.
Chongo,
I know Chongo as well. Chongo's been
Roman, Roman,
yeah, Carlos Roman. Yeah, I know him pretty well too.
yeah, Silent.
Yeah, as
Yeah,
well.
there was Silent and White. He was like the biggest Latino in there. Oh, I take that back. Other than the homeboy, what's his name? Yeah, also and Silent from Toronto. Those were like the two biggest Latinos in YA back when I was in there. Back when I was in YA.
Interesting, man. You did a lot of time in Hawaii though too, huh? That's pretty much where you learned to fight in there, huh?
Yeah, that in the streets, that in the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, but YA, yeah.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Yeah, you fight all the time in YA. That was just most people, most guys that been to YA know how to fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Have you ever seen someone who was like drop leva on there and it just next thing you know they're in prison, they're trying to rock hard or what?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I know some dudes in there, man. YA is just, man, yeah, straight getting, like slapped and treated like a little broad, right?
Yep.
Hell, they're hard as fuck. Hard as fuck. I know.
Oh fuck! Trying to call shots now.
Hey, yeah, to each his own, though, right? I'm like, hey,
Hey, I've heard about that, man. I've heard some stories, bro.
Yeah.
How are the guards in there, or the counselors, whatever? Were they like?
You know what? The counselors back in YA are a whole lot different from the ones in here. The ones in YA actually try to help you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They hold groups. They hold groups to where they want you to, learn. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What do you think
you got to take classes, victims awareness, anger management. You take all that stuff, and then you show it to the parole board.
What do you think about them? They got rid of the YAs. You heard about that, right?
Yeah, I did.
Do you think that's a good thing? I mean, what do you personally think? What do these kids need? You think? You do?
I actually think it is because that right there, just every time I got out of YA, that just got worse.
Yeah. Okay.
Every time I got out.
But what do you think is an alternative for helping these kids though?
Programs.
Programs.
Yeah. Programs, man. Because programs. When you're a kid, you're eager to learn.
I have to agree with you. I think if you had a more more or less setting of people, like maybe 6-8 man to a section somewhere, like a house, and like giving privileges and incentives, I think that there'd be a lot more success than having to deal with 60-80 kids. You know what I mean? You can't really give each kid the attention that they need.
There's too many. Yeah, you focus on a few. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. But I think programs will work. Have some kind of programs to where these kids, actually can help other people, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe build houses or something, and then let them kids see, what they're doing and how they're working together as a team, and then see the people's eyes of the owners of the houses, the aftermath. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got another question for you though.
They did. Yeah.
What do you think is the for kids like that are 14, 15 catching murder cases,
You
right?
have 60 seconds remaining.
What do you think that do you think that they should be suffering the consequences at that age? At 16 years old.
Depends on what it is. Yeah, let me call you back.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, when it comes to a kid like that, I mean, their mind is not fully developed. I don't know. They're still. I mean, man, they're not too long just went through puberty. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't think they should be just locked up and throw away the key. You know, I mean, because they're kids. You know, they're children. They need to be helped. You know, like so I don't think they should just get unpunished. No, because I mean, if you do something, you got to get punished for it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's certain type of punishments. You know what I mean? You don't have to just lock them up. If you lock them up for a long period of time and put them in a place where other people are locked up,
Yeah.
it just makes them worse. You know. So if they do something else, like put them in some type of program or some camp, like a camp or something, you know what I'm saying? And actually help him to develop and understand what he did was wrong and help him, not hurt him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I think
Different ways.
I think you give them a non-determined sentence based upon their actions, their improvement, the things that they've learned, and so forth, like that. But I don't want the problem with that is sometimes they abuse that though. It's like it's like when people used to have life right before. You know, they could be doing a good program, staying out of trouble, doing all the right things, and they still wouldn't get paroled. You know what I mean? That's how it was in the 90s. I know you remember that. You know what I mean? And when people used to go up for parole, they could be down 30, 40 years, have a good clean time, right? Staying away from the mix, being involved in programs and trying to help people.
Yeah.
And the parole board used to just still deny them back in the days.
Still deny them, yeah.
You know?
Because they pick and choose on that too. Like I said, there's homeboys that have been down 40, 45 years on a life sentence. You know? So it just depends on what it is and who it is, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, because they pick and choose.
I agree.
They pick and choose. You know? But I think everybody should have a chance, you know? I think everybody deserves a chance, right?
Yeah.
But kids, I think they should be treated like kids, you know?
I mean, there should be. I think you're going to agree with this. If a kid's 13, 14 years old and feels picking up a gun and killing someone is the norm, there's a problem in that community then.
Yeah, he did that for a reason. He just don't go and do something like that.
Yeah.
I don't think, anyways. You know what I mean? There's got to be something to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely.
I mean, I know a lot of them video games got a lot to do with these kids running around with guns nowadays.
Right.
I don't like guns at all.
You may be right because if you notice, it's all those rich kids and stuff that have all the money to buy those type of games. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of them come from good homes. You know, I mean, well, good. When I say good homes, I mean I don't know what goes on in that home, but it looks good. You know?
Yeah, families with money.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Right.
See, parenting isn't just about giving kids fucking materialistic things. It's about being there, supportive, and so forth, man. And a lot of people, with money forget that.
A lot of the rich parents really don't. I mean, I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them don't have time for their kids. A lot of them work all day, and when they come home, they go to bed. So they got. I mean, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely.
Like some of the people with money are some of the higher class people, and they really don't have time for their kids. Doesn't seem like, because a lot of them are like, my dad's always at work. I don't have no relationship with him. Just like shit on TV.
Yeah.
Like the true crimes you see on TV.
Yeah.
Most of them guys, they're from a rich home. They've got money. They're going to good schools. But they're lonely, they're depressed, you know, all that. You know, and the parents don't pick up on stuff like that after it's too late. Till it's too late, right?
Yeah.
That's what anyway.
I agree with you, man. It's hard.
Different families, different. Everybody's different. You know, everybody raises their kids different. I mean, like, you know.
How was your parenting? How hard was it for you to parent being locked up?
Me being a parent?
Yeah.
Oh man, I really didn't get to be a parent. You know, I didn't really get to be. I mean, I'm a dad, but I never got to be a father. You know?
Yeah. It's hard, man. You know what I mean? It's
yeah. So I mean, like I said, I've seen my kids grow up behind glass, and you know, and after a while, you know, once they get older, you know, they got their own lives now. But I'm proud of them for them, you know, for you know how they're raising their kids.
Yeah.
It's beautiful to see that, you know.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, but yeah, I never got to be a father, you know, and that's something. You know, that's something I gotta live with. You know,
you can still make an effort from there though, bro. I think everybody can. I think sometimes it's
do what I can.
I think it's hard because we want more than what we have, and then it becomes a regret, man. Because you know my two oldest daughters, I wasn't there in their life, man. I was either in prison, jail, or running the streets and stuff. You know what I mean? But my youngest son, I've been able to be there. You know what I mean? I had him, you know, full time and stuff, and it's kind of like, man, you know, you see how the effects of your relationship is just based upon the fact that you're not there. You know, it's difficult, man. You know, any parent that's getting out that's been locked up, you know, you got to be patient because them kids are gonna have those resentments, man, towards you. They're gonna be mad. You know.
Yeah. I'm fortunate that all mine, you know, forgave me. You know, I'm happy about that because they didn't have to. You know.
Most definitely.
So, yeah, you know, I love them and.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
They love me, and you know, when I hear their voices, man, it's wonderful, you know.
Yeah.
I never got to, you know.
How long have you been there?
You know.
How long have you been in Deathrow?
Right here.
Yeah.
2012.
10 years. Okay.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I was an AC for the first 4.
AC, man.
Yeah.
Adjustment center. You know, one thing I'll say about San Quentin is the correctional officers for the most part are pretty decent over there. You know what I mean, I don't know about in Death Row, but when I was there, in the Carson section for a minute, you know.
A lot of new officers that work here. You know, they come and they go. You know, I don't. You know, I mean, I guess you get what you give. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I just like I tell them, hey, you know, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
That's a good point. Good point.
Right.
Well, I know you got some other calls to make, man. We wanted to get on here real quick and address this, man. So until next time, man.
I like these topics.
Saludos, respects.
About kids, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Try to get them programs and you know, man. Yeah.
You know, and anybody out there that could potentially help him with his goals out there that's listening to this channel, man. You know, reach out, man. I mean, you know, reach out to Phantom, get at him. You know what I mean? He's easy to find on Inmate Locator. If you really have a plug-in with any programs out there or want to sponsor a program or see the vision that he has, reach out to him, man. He's really trying to do some things positive for the kids, man. With that said?
Yes. Well, yes, me and my wife will be doing that, you know, and I look forward to it. All right, Flacco.
All right, brother.